All right, we've got some factoring here that we need to do. So let's go ahead and do that. For the first one, I hope that you recognize what that type of factoring is. That one is called the difference of two squares. So I would have x plus 9 and x minus 9 is equal to 0. And so x is either equal to negative 9 or 9 as my two answers. Let's go ahead and look at B. B, we can do a little diamond problem. We have our negative 6 up here, our negative 5 here, and that would be negative 6 and 1. Yep. So x minus 6, x plus 1 equals 0. So x is equal to plus 6 or negative 1 as our two answers. And then let's go ahead and look at, oh, I'm just going to rotate that. Isn't that just so cute? All right. So let's go ahead and look at this last one here. We do, again, negative 6 and negative 1. So that is negative 3 and positive 2. So we get x plus 2, x minus 3 equals 0. So x is either equal to negative 2 or 3 as our two possibilities. All right, let's go ahead and look at this little guy here. We have for 14, we are solving for x, so I need to add them all up and equal 180. So I'm going to add that plus 4x minus 2 plus 3x is equal to 180. So when I add all my x's together, I get 9, 10, 11, 12x minus 24 equals 180. 12x is equal to, I'm going to add a 24, so I get 204. And 204 divided by 12 is 17. And that is the answer. All right, let's go ahead and check out number 15. We're finding the area of this guy here. And so here we go. We need the base and the height. Here is the base. I know that this is perpendicular, so this must be the height of that base. And it is simply base times height for the area of a parallelogram. I know it's a parallelogram because those alternate interior angles are congruent to each other. What makes it parallel? So the answer for the area is simply 90. Let's look at 16. 16, even though this looks like the base, I don't have a height that goes with it. The height would be out here. So I need to, how can I erase them? That's how I can erase them. Okay, so I need to figure out the base. This is my base, and this is the height that goes to it. So I really want 1/2 of 20 times 6, which gives me 10 times 6, which gives me 60 as my answer. All right, we're going to go ahead and look at 17. We got a little Pythagorean theorem on here. So if you are checking this out early, you may not remember how to do it, but we're going to talk about this all week. So the formula is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So we have 4 plus 64 equals c squared. So c is equal to the square root of 68, which is approximately 8-ish, we'll just say. Let's go ahead and look at b. b, I need to make sure that my answer is less, well, it's bigger than 8. Remember, that is bigger than 8. X needs to be smaller than 12 because x is the height and 12 is the hypotenuse. So when I set that up and solve for that, I also do need to make sure that it ends up working out correctly. So I have x squared is equal to, what, 144 minus 36. So that would be, minus 36 would be, what, 8 and 10, 108. So when I square root that, I get that x is equal to 10-ish. A little bit more than 10, but definitely less than 12. All right, so looking at 18, Really, I just need to know that I'm somewhere over here to start with, because I'm negative 23 and positive 40. So when I'm done, I want to do positive 23 and positive, oopsies, counterclockwise. I'm glad I checked. So counterclockwise would put me in this direction. So I want over 40 and down 23. So that would be in the x direction, negative 40, and in the y direction, negative 23. So that would be my new location. All right, for number 19, you need to solve for that first. I did not give it to you. It is not equal to 10. In fact, it must be less than 10. But what we do know is that we can use Pythagorean theorem to solve for that. So I use Pythagorean theorem. I get 6 squared plus x squared is equal to 10 squared. I get x squared is equal to 100 minus 36 is 64. And when I square root that, I get 8 for my height. So for the area of the shape, I want 1/2 of the height times 9 plus this whole thing is 18. So 9 plus 18 is 27. Half of 8 is 4. So when I do that multiplication, I get, what, 28, 8, 9, 10, 108 units squared for the area. Okay, we've got to translation, so we're trying to describe what's happening. And in order to do that, I look and see that this one goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I want to say that, whoopsies. I'm just struggling here. Okay. So I haven't got my x yet, but I do have that y is going to be up 7. I then want to look and see how far I go over. So I started right here, if I kind of go up here, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want to go up 8 in my y direction and up, I'm sorry, over 8 in my y direction and my x direction, wow, and up 7 in my y direction. All right, at least I'm done. All right.